Always Events is an NHS England programme whereby we identify what matters most to patient service users and carers in the receipt of our services, and from that we make changes to the service provision to make every experience in that service a positive service. One of our pilot sites is supporting us, and they are called Cypher, which is an early intervention psychosis service.
Hi, I'm Leslie Kitchen, I'm team leader at Cypher, and I'm also a staff patient carer champion.
Hi there, I'm Charlotte Watson and I'm an associate practitioner based at Cypher, and I'm also a staff patient experience champion.
Another one of our pilot sites is Town and Court Inpatient Unit, where Joanne and Lenny are very instrumental in delivering their Always Events programme.
Hi, my name's Joanne Byrne. I'm the clinical lead nurse here at Town and Court, an inpatient service for people with learning disabilities. And here's my friend that helps me.
My name is Lenny.
So how do you feel about being a patient champion, Lenny?
Happy, really happy, and I like helping it.
So before we started the Always Events, it was a very unorganised way of trying to involve patients and carers in changing things and improving things in the service.
We wanted to use the Always event to improve the service that we're offering to our patients at the moment, and what we wanted to do was get as many feedback possibilities from our client group, and this is where Charlotte came in.
Right, ready, 3, 2, 1, action! So to engage the clients, we did co-designed surveys to be disseminated out to service users and their families and carers, and from that point onwards we took all of that information and sat down with the client group to decide what was most important to them to make a change in our service area. Tom got involved at the start of the Always event. As a service user, he's very passionate about the positive change that it can make, and he's been fabulous. A very good advocate for the client voice.
Are you happy staying in goal, George? Right, go!
He spends a lot of time speaking to people and seems to have a lot better rapport of getting what they actually think from them.
It's just a really good experience because I can relate to some of these young lads and young lasses that are going through really hard times. You get quite a lot of big mutual respect, so you know they will listen, they will sort of like take on board, and I take on board what they're saying as well. An example would be the football coaching that I do. That's just one of the things in which I have sort of quite heavy engagement with clients, and because the football for some of these young lads, it's sort of one of the only outlets they've got. So it's really rewarding experience if you can sort of give something back to those lads, and not only are they keeping fit from out of it, they're also having that outlet to sort of be themselves a bit more and return to sort of normality.
So Lenny, we wanted to give you this as a patient champion and experience. So our first Always Events was around communicating, and this was something that our guys chose and worked together to choose that. And it was around that they wanted to be able to contact important people to them 24 hours a day. So from that, we got some new telephones, we got some new iPads, some tablets, that's right, We got new passwords for everybody.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I got 24 hours a day at the house.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we thought we knew what they wanted rather than actually asking them, and so you make judgments. When we did all the surveys to ask patients what it is that they wanted to see always happen, we thought it'd be activities, beach days, more football, and actually was quite surprised at the results that we got.
Yeah, because it was more care focused. It was about the CPA process, the discharge process, and talking therapies that were available, which we were expecting them to say we want to go on trips or bowling or things like that, and that wasn't the case. You could look at these and put some bits on it.
Cypher's always been, from my experience, been fantastic with patient engagement. It's improving probably in the most sort of positive way that it can, because it listens to its patients.
Our Always event, we've looked at reviewing our discharge process. So rather than the previous ways of writing directly to the GP and the patient getting a copy, we've completely reversed that. So what we do now is write to the patient and give them a summary of their whole 3-year service with the team, and give the GP a copy of that letter, and it's very much more personalised.
And the whole process of developing that letter was co-designed with the clients each step of the way. The feedback that we've had from clients that have received the letters already is that they've actually been back and used that, read through that letter when they've been having bad days, and that's been really positive to have that feedback.
I could say I've got more of a sort of family community because I haven't got really much of a family myself, so.
Well, one of the changes from these Always events, for example, would be the change that was made to the people who receive a service within Hessle. So from the service that I was attached to, Cypher, if you lived in Hessle you only got 2 years of the service, whereas in Hull you got 3. And then through these Always events and having that sort of platform to have your voice heard, was able to change it for free across the board. So that was really sort of success, really, I guess. It felt great. You can change things for the better then. You've got first-hand experience. Because it's very easy to sort of say, oh, I don't like this, and that needs to change, and that needs to change. But I think the real difference is that if you sort of attend these sort of forums and Always events, it's a platform to sort of say this needs to change, but this is how it can be changed. So I think there's a real difference, so it's great.
For me, it's lovely to see how he's blossomed and how much more confident. You know, I've sat in patient experience workshops that we do at the lecture theatre and felt quite proud really watching him.
I think it completely changes your outlook at the way that you approach clients in the sense of co-designing your service with them. So one of the things that I've been doing this week is we've been doing a survey for clients, and usually I would have just written one and taken it to them, whereas today I'm actually taking it to them to say, what would you like to be asked?
I think the difference is that all the guys that come in now know that they've got a voice that's actually listened to, and it's important, and they know there'll be a response. And they can shape the services, because at the end of the day we're providing a service for them, and it needs to be what they need it to be for them.